Today's topic is resource group basically. Okay, we have already theoretically have seen what is the resource group because I think we have covered the scope in that we have mentioned, but I will quickly go through this. Um, so basically, resource group is like a group of resources and how where it is placed. So I'll quickly show on my portal.azure.com. And if I go to my subscription, inside the subscription, I would have, resource groups. So how I would see it, I would go to maybe on search box on the top and type resource group. And I'll see this icon. So you will have to, once you start using this Azure portal, you will be more and more familiar about this, icons are being used. So you'll click on that and you will see your resource groups which are created inside of your subscription. Okay, most of us are having one subscription which is the free one, or even it is upgraded to paid one. It is a single subscription. Let me admit some more. Okay, so this is how the resource groups are organized. uh, yeah, some more are still joining. Okay, so let's understand what exactly is the resource group, and then let's continue from here. So resource group by using Azure portal, let's see what it is. And so what is a resource group? First thing is, what is a resource group? A resource group is a container that holds related resources for an Azure solution. And the resource group can include all the resources for the solution or only those resources that you want to manage as a group. So basically you assume it is as a folder. ये folder जैसे ही होता है, but जैसे folder में हम लोग files रखते हैं, the same way we can keep the resources inside the resource group. ठीक है, so it's like logical container, you can say. And we decide that what we want to keep inside, and depending on the organization and all those things. So let's say if your organization is having multiple projects, you will create the resource group according to the project. So for example, let me show you. Just let me open this and I'll set. Show start. Okay. Please mute yourself if not necessary. Mayank, can you please mute? Okay. So here the resource group, let me set my pen tool. And I'll go here and set the pen. Okay. So we are talking about resource group. So as earlier we have discussed that when we create an Azure account, we are called a tenant basically. We are called a tenant. Okay. So we become a tenant of Microsoft, and we do have Azure account. Under the Azure account, we can have, or basically everyone is having let me set this apart. Okay, if anyone is missing, let me see. Share link. Okay, someone else is still joining. Okay. So in Azure account, we have tenant, and tenant is basically having the root management group. Root MGMT group. Okay, so this I think we understand about. If we have any doubt about the management group, we can discuss here before we begin. So we have root management group, and under the root management group, we have subscription. So under the root management group, we have subscription. Okay, under the subscription, we have resource group. Okay. Okay. So this is how, entire, grouping or sort of containerization, or you can say like, organization of the Azure is that we have Azure account on the top level. Under the Azure account, we have root management group. Under the root management group, we have subscription. And under the subscription, we have resource group. So today's focus is resource group. Why we are focusing on the resource group? Because if we understand about resource group, we can create the resources in it. So we'll, gradually we'll understand about these things as well. But yeah, first keeping that, see, subscription is already created when you created account. So this is the default one. Okay, you don't have to put your effort to create a subscription. This one is also created. This is default. Okay, because when you create a tenant or account in Azure, you already get a root management group, and it is always one. So root management group is one only. Subscription you can have multiple, but when we create the account, we get one. And then resource group you can create multiple. Okay, let's move back here on our slide here. Okay. So the resource group scope is also used throughout the Azure portal to create views and span. Okay, so why do we need a resource group? So I will just give you a practical example here, which will explain you. So let's say